Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream watch along of the quarterfinals of the men's singles tournament, and that is for the ATP Indian Wells Masters. And today we have got Great Britain's number 21 in the seedings for this tournament, Cameron Norrie, up against the 11th seed from Argentina, Diego Schwartzman. Now, this is, of course, as some of you already know on the Let's Talk Sport channel, most of us are from Great Britain, most of us being based in England from our watch-along team. And of course, this is Great Britain's last hope of winning Indian Wells this year. So, dear Cameron Norrie, you're our only hope. But we'll see what happens. This could be a good match. It could be tight. We'll see. Cameron Norrie on a roll here in Indian Wells. He's obviously got further than every other great British tennis player. Emma Raducanu going out in the opening round last week. We did a watch along a couple of nights ago, and Andy Murray bowed out to Alexander Zverev in straight sets. But it was a good match to watch still, despite it going on in the early hours of the morning in England. But no, today could be an interesting one. Of course, Diego Schwartzman was a tennis player that featured at last year's ATP Finals, which was the final one to be at London at the O2 Arena before it moves to Milan, or is it Turin? I can't remember. It's in Italy either way next month, so plenty of pizza for them to enjoy, the tennis players, in between their matches. If they do, then I question their diet, but we'll see who can hold off and keep themselves away from a slice of pizza in the week or two that they'll be playing in Italy. So, of course, the race to Italy for the Nitto ATP Finals are pretty much going on right now as we speak. So Schwartzman, world number 11, just 8 spots off it, but he could at least be an alternative, which is being in the top 10. So an alternative is normally the 9th seed and the 10th seed come the end of the season. So let us know, folks, on the live chat page, who do you think is going to win today, Cameron Norrie or Diego Schwartzman? The poll is up on the live chat page, and it's currently 50% all. No one can decide here, it seems, out of our audience so far. Norrie on 50% and Schwartzman on 50%. Now, if I actually have a quick look and do a head-to-head between the two, I'd imagine they've played each other before. I'm just going to have a look. I haven't been able to check since. Well, actually, they're showing the ATP singles race to Turin at the moment. So Cameron Norrie in that is actually ahead of Schwartzman in 13th, while Norrie is in 16th. So Norrie's about 1,005 points off 8th spot, it looks like. Or actually, at least off 7th spot, which is Casper Ruud of Norway. So, it's changing a little bit, the top 10 rankings at least. So far, Djokovic, Medvedev, Tsitsipas and Zverev have qualified. That's your top 4 right there. So still 4 more spots to be decided in the next few weeks. And with Indian Wells being a Masters 1000 tournament, that means there are 1,000 points on offer to win this tournament on Sunday. So this is a big tournament for some of these players that have it all to do to get themselves in Turin in November. So Cameron Norrie's just come on to the court, on court 1. This is the main court of Indian Wells, under what it looks to be a very hot day, as always, in the United States. And Diego Schwartzman follows him out to the court. Not that many fans yet in the stadium. We've seen not many fans in these stadiums so far. I mean, okay, I've only watched one other match of Indian Wells this week, which was the Murray-Zverev game. And the fans started to turn up late on in that match. Of course, I don't know how you can say no to a ticket to Murray versus Zverev if you're inside that tennis facility for the day, at least. But it must certainly be warm weather, because the chair umpire is also wearing shorts as well with his dark blue polo top. But yes, get in touch on our live chat page, folks. Vote on the poll as well. And of course, we'll keep you up to date on what is going on in the match if you don't have access to the stream of the match. We've got the live scoreboard below me, and we also have a court tracker on the right hand side of your screen as well. And if you really like it, you've even got the pictures of what they look like on the bottom left corner of your screen. So we're just pretty much ready for them to start. They'll do a quick warm-up and then they'll do the usual coin toss. And then the battle will commence between the Argentinian and the Briton. So let me just double check. I haven't checked yet. I was going to check the head-to-head between Schwartzman and Norrie. Best place to go for that is normally the ATP Tour website. That's atptour.com. So they've only played 3 times, and it's looking good for Norrie in terms of head-to-head going into this match. He leads by 2-1. So if you really want to know the accurate percentage from this, sorry, my text just come through then. I'll ignore that. Don't need to see that right now. Cameron Norrie at 67% of wins, 33% for Diego Schwartzman. So the official rankings, if we don't want to include the tournament seeds, Cameron Norrie's 26 in the world, 11 places behind Schwartzman in 15th. Now Cameron Norrie is actually 3 years younger than Diego. Diego's 29, while Norrie's 26. So in a way, from a British perspective, Cameron Norrie is probably he's at the right point of his career to try and get himself into the next step and get himself further up in the ladder on the men's tour. So this is a big match for Norrie. If he can win this, semi-finals, semi-finals are either tomorrow or Saturday because the final's on Sunday. But I think if he can get himself to the final, then it'll be a great tournament for Norrie. If he wins the whole tournament, then fantastic. The one thing that I didn't know is the fact that Cameron Norrie's birthplace is South Africa, but his residence is in the capital of England, which is London. For Diego Schwartzman, he is originally from Buenos Aires, which is the capital of Argentina. Now, Schwartzman is a lot smaller than Norrie. He is 5'7", while Cameron Norrie is 6'2", and as you'd expect, Norrie's a lot heavier than him at 181 pounds, and Schwartzman at 141 pounds. Norrie's a left-hander, while Schwartzman is a right-hander, so that'll be very interesting. They both play the same backhand, which is two-handed. And it wasn't until 2017 that Norrie turned pro, so only 4 years ago when he was 22. So Schwartzman was 2010, which was 11 years ago. So yeah, Norrie, we've heard the name, we've seen his face around the tennis courts over the last few years. We got Greg Livingston getting in touch on our live chat page. Hope you're well, Greg. He says, "Hi, Jamie. Did Andy Murray win last night? Must have slept through the stream last night. And how has your day been?" Well, it was actually 2 nights ago, Greg, which is mad to think it's already been 2 days since that stream. But yeah, Andy Murray lost in straight sets to Zverev. Yeah, it did go on late, didn't it? We do apologise to our viewers who watched our watch along a couple of nights ago because we were having some lagging issues, which meant our visual video wasn't great to watch. You could hear us no problem, but our visual side wasn't great. Cara was actually streaming from her side for the first time, and it seemed as though we might have rushed it. Maybe the software wasn't in the right settings for her computer. So hopefully when we have her again soon and she's hosting a tennis watch along, we'll be able to know exactly what the problem was. So it's just me today. Sadly, Cara is in work, tennis related as well. She works at the Wrexham Tennis Centre, and she doesn't finish till 9. And I remember telling her this morning to say that Cameron Norrie and Schwartzman are playing at 7 o'clock today UK time, and she straight away went, if they can at all push it back to after 9 o'clock, that would be great. But sadly, this is the first match on court 1 today, so the timing was always going to be spot on for our schedule. Both players still currently warming up. So yeah, I think let's have a look when they last played each other. So it was in New York at the US Open last year, which the US Open actually did still happen despite COVID, but that was when, of course, there was no fans at Arthur Ashe or on any of the other courts at Flushing Meadows. And it looked as though, wow, Cameron Norrie won after being 2 sets down. So it was a 5-setter, and this was only the round of 128 players. So this was pretty much very early on in the tournament, first week of the tournament, and he won. He won by 3-6, 4-6, 6-2, 6-1, 7-5. So that went the distance. Of course, the distance today, the most it would be, is 3 sets. But yeah, of course, ATP tours, they don't go further than 3 sets. Only the Grand Slams you'd see them play 5-setters, or the Davis Cup, unless that's changed since. The very first time they played each other was 3 years ago. So basically they've played each other 3 times, and they've played they've played each other at least once every year since 2018. So 2018 they played in Belgium. And Diego Schwartzman won that one in 3 sets. And then the match that they played in 2019 in Mexico, which was an outdoor court in the last man of 16, Cameron Norrie won in 3 sets as well. So basically, every time these two have played, it's always gone the distance. So could that be a repeat again today? We'll find out very, very shortly. But it's about to begin here, this quarter-final between Cameron Norrie and Diego Schwartzman. 10 seeding places that separate them for this tournament, but you do feel that this could be anyone's match on their day. But if you haven't yet, make sure you vote on the poll, and if you haven't got in touch with us yet on the live chat page, do get in touch, send us a message, and we'd read out some of your messages throughout this match. Keep me company, that would be fantastic. Let's get some atmosphere noise going on. There we go. Get some desktop audio going. And away we go. So it looks as though Schwartzman will start with a serve on the top half of the court, while Cameron Norrie will receive on the bottom half, as Norrie first serve is long. So a second serve for the man in the white cap. As now he goes down towards Cameron Norrie's right. Cameron Norrie with a 2-handed backhand return. And it's now gone towards Schwartzman's forehand. Now playing down the middle. Norrie again. And a lovely backhand there from Cameron Norrie. But the play continues, and he's... Oh, great start from Norrie. Good rally between the two there. Might be a sign of things to come between these two players. But the taller man getting the first point of the match. 15-love. I'll just refresh my scoreboard. Sometimes I have to refresh it so that it will track the match. Ooh. So love 15 so far against Schwartzman's serve. Oh, and it's a double fault from Schwartzman. Not the start he wanted, but I always find in tennis where if they're taking on their first service game of a match, it can be very tricky, I think, because you're not really... Are you that fully warmed up yet? Probably not. We'll just move this scoreboard. It's a little bit gone off again on my screen, so sorry about that. Let me just sort that out. Love 30 at the moment. There we go. So here we go then. In the middle of a rally now. I do like watching Cameron Norrie's left-hander, which is his forehand, because he's a left-handed tennis player. Schwartzman nicely, that's a bit more like it from him. He slams it down to the right where Norrie was dispossessed. And Schwartzman gets his first point of the board of this match. 15-30. Daniel M asks, Schwartz or Norrie? Who are you going for, Daniel? Let us know. Have you voted on the poll? Greg says, Jamie, do you know... do you know I don't rate Scott McTominay, but I bloody rate him after that goal against Israel? I was going to say, I'm hoping he's changed your mind after that late winner to keep you in hopes for the World Cup. It's funny, isn't it, Greg, though, in football, despite a player you don't rate, you can love them forever just because of one goal. And since you're a Man City fan, I'm going to rub it in. Michael Owen is a player who I didn't mind before he joined Man United, but when he scored that late winner against Man City, he was a legend in my book. He didn't have to do anything else after that. But anyway, back with this match, it's 2 break points for Norrie. A wonderful start if he can get this next point for the Brit. Schwartzman under pressure already as he makes the serve. Went wide, so it'll be a second serve. As he's wearing white shorts, white cap, and a bit of a kind of grey patterned white t-shirt from Fila. Two-handed backhand there, and Schwartzman has hit it long, and it's a wonderful start from Cameron Norrie as he breaks Schwartzman's serve. That didn't take long at all. And just 4 minutes that first game took, and Cameron Norrie will lead into his first service game at 1-1. Early days though, of course. And as I said before, this small rivalry, maybe you could say, in head-to-head record between the two, despite only playing 3 matches between each other, it has gone the full way. Not many crowds in. I say crowds, there's not even crowds, there's not many people in at the moment. They're kind of all spaced out around the Court 1 stadium. Hopefully more fans will turn up. It is quite early on in the day there, because I think they're 7 hours behind in that area, so it's 12 o'clock, quarter past 12 as I speak. So Norrie starts his service game, and he's making Schwartzman go across the court, making him follow the ball every time he takes a shot. So this is what's great to see from Norrie. He's trying to get him at his paces, get him to tire him out early on in this heat as well. Let's not forget that. But Schwartzman, of course, where he's from, he'll be used to certain temperatures like this. Nice bit of backhand slicing between the two now. This is a good rally. Oh, and Schwartzman's hit it wide. And it's the 15-love there for Norrie. Let's see if our polls change drastically. So at the moment, Norrie leading now at 58% to Schwartzman's 42%. But of course, if you haven't voted yet, be sure to vote. And if you're new to the channel and you love your tennis, we'd love it if you click that subscribe button below to Let's Talk Sport and give us a like as well. We'd really appreciate it. So Norrie now 30-love up. His first serve hits the net. He'll go again as he's wearing a nice K-Swiss purple top today. Schwartzman now with the two-handed backhand. Norrie, they're going cross-court with this. Oh, Schwartzman. I must admit, I thought Norrie would still go for it, but he didn't. And he gets his first point of the game. As they were going cross-court, Norrie was so far to his left, it left a space for Schwartzman to go down the line. And Norrie didn't really move for it. I think he looked like he might have been ready for him to take that shot, but I don't think he wanted to commit to it at the end. Greg Livingston says, did you hear that Bournemouth player David Brooks' illness? He was diagnosed with stage 2 Hodgkin lymphoma. What type of cancer at age 24? It's a shame for the young lad. Only that young to have cancer. Yeah, I heard about that yesterday. Got it in our group chat. Someone shared the news, and yeah, not nice to hear. It's rare as well, isn't it? You know, it's if you get that, you just feel really unlucky and unfortunate. But look, with cancer, if he can catch it early, it's going to be treatable. So I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping he'll be fine. Anyway, Norrie's just won the next point, so now he's 40-15 up, and he might straight away, if he gets this next point, he will have already some breathing space against his Argentinian. Anyway, here we go then. Can Norrie get this next point? Oh, that was wide by Schwartzman, I think, from his forehand, and yes, it was. And Norrie off to an absolute cracker. He is 2-love up in this opening set after 8 minutes. Schwartzman to serve next, which already the pressure's on him, and he needs to get this next game, you feel, otherwise Norrie has got an absolute fantastic opportunity to win the opening set. We got someone saying hi, me Tom. Not sure what you mean by that, but hello, hope you're well. Thanks for getting in touch. Schwartzman having a lot of problems with his first serve here. He's going to have to take it again. This time it's a bit more like it. Not a bad return from Norrie with his backhand. Oh, Norrie approaching the net. Dangerous. Oh, and he got it. Lovely, lovely point by Norrie. With his backhand as well. He did so well. Every time he hit that ball near the net, I honestly thought Norrie wasn't even going to get past the net. But Schwartzman knew he was in trouble if Norrie was going to place it well, with him being back on the baseline. 15 love. Sorry, love 15. It's not happening for Schwartzman at all. He's hit that one long. Love 30. As Norrie goes and... Well, sorry, Schwartzman goes and picks up one of the towels. Of course, the towels, they have to go and pick it up themselves from the trays on the side of the court. They can't let the ball boys and ball girls hold their towels at the moment. I don't know if they'll keep that forever, that rule, but with COVID restrictions, they don't give them out. So Norrie having to take a second serve. This time it's good. Now with Schwartzman with the backhand trying to play it down to the left-hand side of Norrie's court. Oof. Norrie nearly hit it long. Oh, beautiful, beautiful placement by Norrie. Now love 40. He is on a roll already here. Norrie, I'll say this now. He is definitely eating his Weetabix so far. Lovely placement shot with his left hand. And his left hand is very powerful to watch. Greg Livingston says, have you seen that Dimitar Berbatov is bidding to become the new Bulgarian Football Union president? No, I didn't know that. Good to see. United legend. Schwartzman with the first serve. Down the middle, he's trying to save himself from losing another break of serve, and he's gone long again with his forehand. So many errors already from Schwartzman, a man who's meant to be 11 places higher than Norrie on the ATP rankings, and at the moment you'd think Cameron Norrie is better. He leads 3-love in this opening set, and you kind of wonder how long this opening set is going to be. And just as Daniel Emmer said, Schwartz is in trouble. Set 1 goes to Norrie, he's saying. He's already going with it. So yeah, that's a bad start for Schwartzman, and he needs this drinks break. He needs to slap himself across the face, doesn't he, and say to himself, what are you doing? You're going to go home if you're not going to win this match. He's going to go home in the next half an hour or so if he's not careful. And of course, at this level, at quarterfinals level, you never want to see it this one-sided. Of course, again, we've only had 3 games, but you can sometimes smell it the moment you see it. And Schwartzman at the moment doesn't look awake or confident at the moment. I do remember watching, because I worked at the ATP finals at the O2 Arena last November as part of the events team. It was a weird event to do because there was no fans because of COVID restrictions, but the show must still go ahead. And the one thing I did watch was a bit of Schwartzman when I could inside the arena. and it just didn't really get going for him. I can't remember from the top of my head, but I think he lost all of his round robin matches, which they normally play 3 because there's 4 in each group. And I think it was Schwartzman's first ever appearance at the finals. So obviously for him, if that was the case, it was a new experience for him, going pretty much up against one of the top 8 each time at the finals, which is not an easy tournament to take part in. But yeah, it didn't go so well for Schwartzman. I mean, I've not watched Schwartzman enough to really comment about him, but I think there's a lot more better players around him than you think. He's done well, though. You know, I'm not saying he's not a good player, but yeah. Anyway, it's early days, this match. There's still a chance for Schwartzman to turn it round. Norrie's serving now as they start the first point of this game. And Schwartzman, oh, I thought he got the point, but amazingly Norrie recovers. Can he get there with his two-handed backhand? He does, because Schwartzman has struck the net. And I'll say this now for Norrie. I thought he lost that point, but he kept going. He kept following the ball whenever it came back to his side of the court, and he didn't give up. And look at this already. The total points won. Norrie with 13, Schwartzman with 2. Terrible start for the Argentinian. He's got to get himself going. We've only had 14 minutes, and already we've got Norrie leading the first set by 3 love. Serve down the middle by Norrie. Very powerful. Should place it. Schwartzman does well to get to the end of it, but even so, it doesn't even reach Norrie's half of the court. 30 love to Norrie. And if you only just joined us and you're probably wondering, is this the last Great British Hope of the tournament? I think it is, if we're talking the men's and the women's singles tournament. I don't know about the doubles, but yes, Cameron Norrie is the last one standing for the British tennis group, both male and female. Oh, his backhand is so good, and Schwartzman just couldn't deal with it. He got to the end of it, but he just couldn't get his accuracy right, because it went wide. And luckily for Norrie, it went wide, because if he had got that, he would not have reached it. It was on the opposite side of his court. So, fantastic shot again by Norrie. Great tennis. 40 love up here. He's one point away by having a 4-game cushion. Here he goes then. Norrie with the backhanded return. And, oh, Norrie, that's probably the first real mistake he's made in this match. He hits it very long there. Probably got a bit overconfident maybe. But he was doing well in the rally until that. And yes, that is his first unforced error of the match compared to Schwartzman's 6. Daniel M says Schwartz has to be ultra aggressive. Well, I'll say this now about Norrie. He's looking aggressive, isn't he? But yeah, Schwartzman just doesn't look like he's in the zone at the moment. Doesn't look comfortable. Looks like he's still trying to get his bearings, which is very dangerous at this stage of a tournament. Oh, nicely done there by Schwartzman. That's a bit more like it from him. Places it down to the left side of the court of Cameron Norrie. He didn't move a muscle, the Brit. That's a bit more like it for him. It's just a point away from getting it to juice and to save this game. First serve has gone long there by Norrie. He'll take it again. As you can see from Norrie, he's been doing it throughout the tournament. He leaves a lot of sun cream on his face, especially next to his nose all building up. It's like watching a cricketer. Wonder if he was ever a cricketer at one point. He is from South Africa originally. They love their cricket there. So Cameron Norrie with the serve. Oh, and he's gone wide in his return. And it's at juice. So hold your horses, folks. Schwartz is coming back. Or at least he's trying anyway. And his first serve's no good. It hit the net and then it went out. Second serve. Needs to just calm himself, Norrie. Doesn't want to overthink this. Ooh, Schwartz, I thought he hit that long, but he didn't. They still continue the rally. And it's Schwartz's forehand that goes very wide. And Norrie leads at advantage. If you've just joined us, do get in touch on the live chat page. And don't forget to subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We'd really, really love to get your support. And give us a like as well if you're enjoying the stream. We do tennis watch-alongs as well as other sports, including football, rugby, snooker. Back with the match. Norrie 1 point away to leading 4-love. Unless Schwartz does something about it, he can't, because Norrie has smashed the ball down the middle. And that's now Norrie leading the first set by 4 games to love. And we've not even reached 20 minutes yet. Very one-sided this, but in that last game, Schwartz gave him something to think about. But I think for Norrie it was important for him to still win that game and not give any entry to his opponent of Schwartz. So points 1 on serve. Look at that. Schwartz has only won 1 out of 9. Well, that's his second point 1 on serve because Norrie's return serve went long. Schwartzman leading 15-love. You can tell from his facial expressions he's not happy with how it's gone so far. Greg Livingston says, great night, watch the stream and some darts all with it. Yeah, is it the Premier League darts tonight, Greg? Because we do need to do a darts watch long. I would be up for that. I think we should do it for the World Championships in December if that does still go ahead, which I'm sure it will. $15-all at the moment. Cameron Norrie got a point back. Oh, was that not long? I thought that went wide. Oh, has he got it? I think Norrie's got it. He has. 15-30. Lovely, lovely point there. He went on the opposite side against Schwartz's position. And he did it brilliantly. The way he's been playing today, it was on the line as well. Exactly on the line. Couldn't have done it any better. Lovely placement. Points 1 from 9 shots. Norrie with 7, Schwartz with 2. They're feeding us a lot of stats in this match so far. Love it. Thought again Schwartz might have gone long there. Ooh, this is a good rally. It's been a good rally this. Oh, Schwartz has hit it long again. Another unforced error from the Argentinian. Greg says, no, it's the European Championship. That's the ones that's on at the moment. And then he says, and in November, the Grand Slam. Ah, yes, the Grand Slam of darts. We'll have to try and do a darts watch along. If not before the World Championships, we'll definitely do one at the World Championships. Schwartz just made Norrie make a run for his money there and made him miss a point. So it's now 30-40. Norrie needing another to avoid going 5-love down with Norrie to serve next. Break point number 2 for the Brit. And you do want Schwartz to win a few games. You want this to be two-sided. You don't want this to be an absolute one-sider. Ooh. Norrie hit it long, so it's gone to juice. So Daniel M saying Norrie the baptizer. Oh, Schwartz, great backhand, but somehow Norrie still got there. Has it gone out? I think it has. Yep. And Schwartzman has got an advantage here on his serve game. He's actually 1 point away to getting his first game on the board, which you could say would end up being a relief, but probably a bit too little too late in the opening set at least. So Schwartz try and go down for an ace maybe. Instead it went down the middle, but it was wide. Second serve. Ooh, not a bad return by Norrie, but Schwartz keeps it in. They're both running for their money here. Schwartz hits the net with his backhand and it's back at juice, and he kind of just screams down towards the floor in front of him, because he knows he needs to get that first game under his belt sooner rather than later. Unforced errors for Schwartzman is 9, while Norrie's got 3. And in terms of winners, Schwartzman has 4, while Norrie has 5. Oh, has he hit it wide? I think he has. Schwartz again. Advantage Norrie, and he's not happy, Schwartz. He's looking towards his coaches where they're sitting in the stands, just giving them the, frustration at them. And they're just showing the Hawkeye in the corner of our screen. And yeah, it was definitely out. Of course, there's no such thing as line judges in most of the tournaments in tennis anymore, since they've now got a system in place from Hawkeye so that they can automatically pick up when the ball is out. It's a pretty clever technology, but the line judges would tell you that they hate it since it's made them redundant. But we didn't see it at Wimbledon this year. They were still okay to use the line judges, but I wonder if they will keep that in fashion at Wimbledon maybe. We'll see. Well, Norrie's won the game, and he now leads 5-love, and he will serve for the opening set. Just there, Schwartzman struck the net again. He's not in the zone at all, and Cameron Norrie, he sits down and has a quick sip of his drink, but at the moment, I don't think he needs to work on anything. He's doing exactly what he needs to do to get himself into the semi-finals of an ATP Masters tournament. But he needs to win the 2 sets. But so far, so good for Cameron Norrie. But yeah, what do you think, folks? What is going on with Diego Schwartzman? It's just not his day at the moment, is it? I think by now you'd think you're 5-love down. You shouldn't have any right to win this opening set when you're 5-love down. He's got to keep trying, of course, but maybe save it for the second set, and obviously he'll have to win that one to keep the match going for him. Let's go through any more new comments on our live chat page. Greg Livingston asks, Jamie, in your opinion, who has the best walk-on in darts? He says, my opinion is Mervyn King, because he walked out to King of Kings. Yeah, not a bad one. To be honest with you, I don't know, I quite like, is it Michael Van Geren's that is the, what was it, the typical song that you'd hear at the football, which is da 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 da. Yeah, isn't it? Oh, Michael Van Geren. It kind of works with his name as well. I mean, I love the song, so that's why I'm a fan of that one. That's a good walk-on song. It's an obvious one, but it's a good one. Or would it be the hey, hey, baby, ooh, ah, I want to know if Norrie's going to win this match. At the moment, he's leading it by 5-love if you've just joined us. Where have you been? We've got Cameron Norrie of Great Britain flying the flag very well for them at the moment. 5-love up in this opening set against Schwartzman, who's 11th seed in this tournament. And it's so far so good. Norrie wins the first point, 15-love. Schwartzman striking the net with his backhand. Greg Livingston asking, is it all of the tournament they don't have line judges? I think so. Maybe in the qualifiers that they have days before the tournament starts, they might have line judges, because they normally use the smaller courts outside the main courts. Maybe they can't use the technology in there, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's a shame, but as in for the line judges, but honestly, it's simple and quick, and it works. And I think it's hard to say no to it, really. Can the line judges become chair umpires instead? It's the only role going now for officials, you feel? But let us know what you think. Do you prefer line judges on the side of the courts, or... Because let's not forget, you'd have quite a few line judges. You'd have 3 on each end, and then you had 1 or 2 on the sides, didn't you? So, you know, you probably got at least 6 to... You had around 7 to 8 line judges that you needed, as well as the chair umpire. And it's back at 30 all. Schwartzman. He's definitely, I'll say this now for Schwartzman, in the last 2 games, he's made himself more involved and has certainly made sure that it isn't a one-sided match, but all that matters is how many games you've won in a set, and at the moment it's only Cameron Norrie who can say he's won a game or 2. Anyway, here we come now with the rally. At the moment, Schwartzman trying to deny Norrie the first set on his serve. It's been a great rally of tennis between the two, but Norrie winning most of them. Oh, I'm surprised Schwartzman didn't go down the right on that one, and he's hit it wide. Schwartzman, where's the clinical finishing from the Argentinian? Because I think he should have won that. He went the wrong way originally with his forehand. As he looks to the skies and nods like this, he's clearly not happy with what's going on. But even from my angle, I thought he should have gone down the right. Instead, he went down the direction of where Norrie was positioned, and it kept the rally going because of it. So set point for Norrie. And there you go. He wins the first set by 6 games to love, which for a quarter-final match at an ATP tournament, it's quite ugly to see, isn't it? But for Cameron Norrie, he won't care. And it only took him 32 minutes to win that first set. Schwartzman needs to be careful because, well, you know what can happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but what if Schwartzman didn't win a game in this match and he lost the second set 6-love? I think it's highly unlikely, but if it happened, you do hear about it in tennis. You know, it's happened in badminton when they actually fine players because the governing body or the officials feel like the player didn't try. I'm not saying Schwartzman isn't trying, but there's been a lot of moments in this match where, you know, does he care? You know, I hope I'm wrong, but it's only the opening set. Second set could be completely different. In half an hour's time, we could be saying that Schwartzman's won the second set, and then it's game on. But so far, so good for Norrie. I think he's dominated. Simple as that. We've had some good rallies, though, I must admit. But the fans here at the moment will certainly want to see a bit more competition in this second set on court 1. So the players just having a quick break. They'll be back on the court in the next 30 seconds. Daniel M says, Norrie's saying to Diego Schwartzman, Diego, how do you like your bagel? Greg Livingston says, another darts player walk-on I like is Vincent van der Voort, because he walks out to baby give it up and it goes all with his name. Do you miss the days of Phil Taylor at all, Greg? Phil the Power Taylor, he was a... Now that... Will anyone ever replace him? I guess a lot of people have normally said Michael van Gerwen because of how well he's been playing over the years and how many titles he's won in his career so far. So then here we go then. Schwartzman to start off the second set with his serve. Starting from the bottom half of the court. Again, that forehand from his left on Cameron Norrie is so good to watch. Rally's still going. Oh, Norrie, I thought he got it, but Schwartzman still got there. Should win that point, Schwartz. Yes, he does. And he wins the first point of the set, and he waves his arms like this in a sarcastic way, and the crowd do applaud him a bit more louder than they normally would. I think that felt like relief for him, and I think in his body language it was kind of like a finally. But it's only the first point, so that's not. He shouldn't get too carried away here. It was a tough point to win for him still. It was a hell of a rally. I'll say that now. I keep saying that. The match has been good in terms of rallies. It's been good to watch. Can he get 2 points in a row? Oh, his first serve hit the net. He'll have to try again. He jumps up with the backhand. I do like the way Cameron Norrie plays, I will say that now. Oh, has he got it? Or has it gone wide? No, he got it. He got it on the line. That's a great point by Cameron Norrie. They're going to show the screen just because it's a close call, but of course they're not going to show it being wrong, or it doesn't look good for Hawkeye, does it? So... Yep, that was in. On the line, as I said. It looked like it was just in for my line judge expertise. But 15 all. Oh, lovely ace by Schwartzman. His first of the match, I believe. To make it 30-15. He struck it right down the middle. Here we go then. Oh, Schwartz hit the tip of the net, and that helps Norrie there. It really does. And Schwartzman hit it so wide, he nearly hit the ball girl on the side of the net there. Luckily, he didn't. all. Bit of luck there for Norrie because it struck the tip of the net and it made the ball go higher for Norrie to just simply slam it down. Schwartzman with the serve. Oh, lovely placement from Schwartz, changing the ball direction towards the right corner of Norrie's court, and because of that, Norrie had no chance of keeping that in. He got to it, but that was always going to be a tricky one. 40-30. Can he finally get a game on the board and then say to himself, this is where the match changes? He's got to convince himself. Oh, has he hit it wide? No, he hasn't. Rally still goes on. Oh, and he's hit it long, Schwartz. Bless him. He still hasn't won a game. And again, Schwartzman screaming. Don't know what words he's saying, but hopefully it's not foul language. Just shows how frustrated tennis players get, despite how much money these players make if they do it right in the rankings and in professional tournaments. Oh, Norrie hit that very long. And now Schwartz is... It's advantage Schwartzman. Down the middle by Diego with his serve. And again he does the classic, jumps up and hits the ball with his backhand, and Schwartzman finally gets a game under his belt. It's taken him until the 7th game on his serve to do it, and he leads the second set by 1 game to love, with Cameron Norrie to serve next. And funny enough, that first game alone took 8 minutes apparently. Let's have a look at the live poll. So we've now got 22 of you voting on the live poll, and we asked you who will win this match. Will it be Cameron Norrie or Diego Schwartzman? And Cameron Norrie leads at 55% to Schwartzman's 45%. That's the one thing I love about this live poll that we do on our watch-alongs. It's funny how it changes so quickly throughout a match just because of what is the current scoreline. And I think there's some of you going towards Schwartzman at the start of the match, but it's changed a little bit since that first set at least. Anyway, Norrie's taking his first serve. His first serve of the second set. Hits it deep into Schwartzman's half. Schwartzman tries to slice it. Oh, Norrie got there. Oh, fantastic. Norrie, it's so weird because it was a nice slice from Schwartz and it looked like he did enough. And when Norrie ran to the ball, he hesitated because he probably thought it's going to bounce twice before I get there. He does hesitate a little bit. I'm sure he did from what I can remember there. And then Schwartzman had to go and return it, but it was too low for him. That's a fantastic point from Cameron Norrie. It just shows if you don't give up, you might still get rewarded. Oh, Schwartzman should win that point. He does. He was a bit lucky there because it was the ball that hit the tip of the net, and again it went high up for him to just place it. And Norrie, all he could do was hit and hope that it would go towards him, but it went to his left. So 15 all. Go for a serve down the middle. Oh, that's poor from Norrie. And he's hit that wide, so 15-30 now. I feel like maybe you couldn't see both players swapping their positions, could they? Norrie's had a bit of a slow start to this second set. Starting to make his own unforce there. Makes the serve down towards Schwartzman's left. Oh, that's a bit more like it from Norrie. Slams it down the middle with his left-handed shot. It's now 30 all. Now, Diego Schwartzman is 5'7", so he's only an inch taller than me. So he's quite, some would say he's probably quite small for a tennis player, but he's done all right to be one of the best in the world in terms of the ATP rankings. I tell you what, his backhand when he jumps on the ball, he's very good at that, Schwartzman. It's one of his most dangers of his tennis game. And Schwartzman's hit the net there, and now Norrie leads 40-30 on his first serve game of the second set. And Norrie might feel a little bit relieved now if he can win this next shot. And that rally went up to 23 shots. Now, it doesn't say it's the longest rally they've had, but they've had some good long rallies in this match. So, Norrie to serve it out once more. Can he win his first game of the set? Comes back to him with his two-handed backhand. Oh, and he's hit it long again. Norrie, he's been a bit cold in this game. It's now at deuce. Yeah, look at the unforced errors in set two. He's already got three of them, and he only had 3 unforced errors in the first set. Oh, it was long by Schwartz. Yes, it was. So it's advantage Norrie. If you haven't yet, folks, we'd really love it if you click that subscribe button and give us a like. We'd really appreciate the following to our channel. So advantage for Norrie. Can he hold on to this point? Yes, he can, as Schwartz hits the net. And he puts his hands to his waist, Schwartz. And he's probably straight away wondering, what could I have done better in that point to have kept it going and to have tried to stop Norrie winning on his serve game. Well, 1-1 in the second set. But at least Schwartzman could say he's already improved from the opening set after actually finally getting a game on. Yes, if you could see the scoreboard below me if you've just joined us. Yeah, Schwartzman lost the opening set 6-love against an opponent who was 10 places below him in the seedings for this tournament. So yeah, poor start by Diego, but he's starting to make it that Norrie starts to make his own unforced errors. As I mentioned before, he's got the same amount of unforced errors already in set 2, Norrie, than what he had got from the opening set, which was 3. So Schwartzman serving, and he loses the first point, so love 15 as hits the net again for the second time in a row. Both of them have got 7 winners each. But Schwartzman has 12 unforced errors. It's a second serve for Schwartz. Here he goes then. Oh, nice backhand by Schwartz. Oh. And now Norrie leads love 30. You do feel if Schwartz loses his next serve game, which could potentially be this current one, you do feel that Norrie's probably going to go on to win this match already. Again, still a lot of games to go. That's a bit more better from Schwartz. He made Norrie go wide with the return, and that just opened it up for him to just place it and slam it with his forehand. Nicely done. He's had no problems playing like that. He's hit it long again. Another unforced error by Norrie. 15-40, so break point here for Cameron Norrie. Two break points. And he should have, if he wins this, he should be firm. He's done it again though, Schwartz. His serve being a bit too powerful again for Norrie, having to chase wide for it to make the return. And as I said before, it opens up the court for him. He's had no problems doing that so far. He's had 2 similar points in this game. Needs one more to avoid a break point here. So one more break point. Break point number 2 for Cameron Norrie. Really is a big point, this. Oh, has he hit it long? He has, Schwartz. Oh, he did it again where he had Cameron Norrie exactly where he wanted him to just place the shot on the opposite side of the court, but instead he hit it long with his forehand, and because of that, that point will punish him because Cameron Norrie now down a serve in the second set. 2-1 to Cameron Norrie, and Cameron Norrie's to serve next. So, at the moment, unless Diego Schwartz can break his serve, Cameron Norrie is on his way to heading to a Indian Wells semi-final. They're going to have a quick break, both players. Quick drinks break before they play the 3rd game of the second set. Sorry, the 4th game. Greg Livingston's got in touch. If you haven't yet, folks, do get in touch on the live chat page and I'll read out your messages. Let us know where you're watching the match from today, or let us know who you're supporting, or let us know who you think who will win the Indian Wells tournament overall. The one thing we do look forward to this weekend is that we will be doing watch-alongs for the WTA final and the ATP final, so that's the women's and the men's singles finals for Indian Wells, that I believe both of them take place on Sunday. Do let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm sure they both take place this Sunday, which is normally different because most tennis tournaments would have the women's final on the Saturday, followed by the men's final on the Sunday. But yeah, do join us on YouTube for that, and if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button and give us a like. We'd really appreciate your support. Greg Livingston saying, Jamie, thoughts on Newcastle United takeover? Did you hear Man United and City, Arsenal and Chelsea are moaning to the Premier League because Newcastle are the richest club in the Premier League now? He also says that the only reason they are moaning because they are not the richest club anymore. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how far they're going to get it from that. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing they can do about it. The ownership's now done and dusted. Newcastle have new owners, and now they are a very rich club. You know, Man City can't say anything. They got bought by someone in the Middle East as well. So, and if it wasn't for that ownership, Man City wouldn't be where they are today. Simple as that. They wouldn't be as competitive. So, yeah, I'm not really sure why. There's nothing you can do about it. The club have now been bought. It's too late, I would have thought. Anyway, Norrie's service game not going off to a good start. Lost the opening point there. Love 15. Oh, he is powerful with his forehand. It's very good to watch from Norrie. Oh, Schwartz has got it. And now he leads at love 30. So both players probably looking a bit edgy in this second set so far. So look at that in set 2. Schwartz with 5 forehand winners. Norrie's only got 1. Norrie might be feeling a bit of pressure in this service game now. Love 30 down. Oh, I thought Norrie hit it long, but it's still in play. Schwartzman with a good backhand. Norrie's hit it wide with a lob there. I think he knew from that, he had no idea where that was going to land, and unfortunately for Norrie, he's now loved 40 down. So Schwartz with a very, very vital break point. He's got 3 break points. And Schwartz has not won a break point off him yet. 0 out of 0, while Norrie's got 4 out of 7. I thought Norrie aced it then, but it went wide. Oh, and Schwartz has hit the net. He still has 2 more opportunities, but that's... he'll be annoyed about that one. I've actually just noticed that Schwartz has changed his top. It was a kind of grey, kind of patterned t-shirt, but he's now changed it to a blue one. Norrie trying to save his serve here. Schwartz with a good forehand, but Norrie got to it. And Norrie gets there. He gets the ball past Schwartz with the backhand. 30-40. Not a bad recovery this by Norrie. Schwartz, for a moment, it felt like he was going to win the rally. But out of nowhere, as I said, Norrie doesn't give up. And at the end, as Schwartz was approaching the net, Norrie knew exactly what to do, which was to just get that ball past him while he was moving. Break point number 3 for the Argentinian. Oh, has he hit it long? Oh no, no he didn't. Poor shot by Norrie there. I think he got tricked there really, because from Schwartzman's return with his backhand, it looked like it was, I mean, it looked like it was long. That's how deep it got into Norrie's court. And I think he surprised him, because I think he was expecting it to go long, but obviously he hit the ball back and it was just way too out of court. So Schwartzman gets his first break of serve of the match. Now, can he hold on to the serve? Leading 15-love. Another error there by Norrie. We're going to have a... I won't be surprised if this does go to 3 sets, because, as I said, the head-to-head record... Oh, it was literally... They're just doing the close call. It was that much off the line there from Cameron Norrie's return. But you just have this feeling it might go to 3 sets, because these two players have never had a match where it's been less than the maximum sets. Oh my word, what was that? That was a pathetic second serve for Schwartzman. Just completely mishit the ball, and it hit the net so wide. I don't even know what to even say about that. It's his third double fault, but that is his worst out of the 3 if you ask me. 15 all. Just when Schwartzman is probably getting back into this game slowly, he's making little mistakes like that, which are very costly. Anyway, he hasn't lost his service game yet. He won it back just before. But this time he's no good again for Schwartzman as he hits the net. 15-30. I think when it's the next drinks break for these two players, we'll quickly check which other matches are going on at Indian Wells, especially for the ATP lot. Oh, Norrie's done so well there, so powerful. 15-40. So Norrie, despite losing his service game, he's just about to win this one if he wins the next point. Hello, Jamie Burgoyne. Says he's asking a very random question, asking where's Connor Porter. I don't know. Hopefully he'll be about with Jack Price for next Sunday's US Grand Prix watch along for the F1. Oh! Beautiful backhand from Norrie in return. Schwartz was there, but it went right past him. That was a beautiful return. That might be his best of the match so far. And because of that, it didn't take him long to respond to Schwartzman, who broke his serve game by getting it back at him. And now Cameron Norrie leads 4-2 with him to serve next. So 27 minutes so far clocked on set 2. A lot better set than the first one, because it couldn't have been any worse with an absolute whitewash from Cameron Norrie if you've just joined us. 6-love, he won the opening set. So anyway, we'll just double check who's left in the draw of the ATP Indian Wells tournament. We'll check that out in just a minute, but before that, just a reminder, if you haven't yet, do subscribe to the channel and give us a like. We'd really appreciate your support. Let's have a look at who's left in the Indian Wells tournament, because our last watch along before this one was the Murray-Zverev match. So at the men's singles, now yesterday Zverev beat Monfils in straight sets 6-1, 6-3. So as you'd expect, Zverev or Tsitsipas will probably be the favourites to win this men's tournament. The other quarter-final is straight after this. So whenever this match finishes, it'll be between Dimitrov. Sorry, just lost the crowd noise there. Let's get it back on. There we go. So it'll be between Grigor Dimitrov, who of course is a name from the past, who used to be up there in the top 8 rankings at least, up against Hurkacz from Poland. So that is coming up straight after this one on court 1. Now I've just read here, it was published about 50 minutes ago, but it seems as though Emma Raducanu has withdrawn from the Kremlin Cup, which is normally in Russia. Of course, this is after she lost her opening game at Indian Wells. Her first match since winning the US Open. Of course, we do want to see Raducanu back playing. It's been over a month now since that US Open win. I still can't get over her winning that. It was mad. But they did announce Sports Personality is going to be back on this December, which they normally put the show on BBC. But yeah, it looks as though Emma Raducanu, you'd think from a British perspective, will be the favourite to win that. I'll be very surprised if she doesn't win it, to be honest. That's quite nice. Jurgen Klopp has said that has described Raducanu as the talent of the century, which is nice to hear. So clearly inspired by her performance at the US Open. So yeah, we'll have to find out properly what's going on with that. Meanwhile, in this match though, with Norrie's serve, he's leading 30-15. In a bid to get a 2-game cushion over Schwartz. Jamie Burgoyne asks, have you sold your Barcelona shirt yet? In case you're wondering, me and Burgoyne went to a Good Bernardo's charity shop in Shrewsbury yesterday. Burgoyne mentioned it to me and he insisted we would go there, and he drove us there. and it was the best charity shop I went to all day, and it was a great call by Burgoyne, so thanks to him, otherwise we wouldn't have found it. But we found what was, I think, the 2007-2008 Barcelona home shirt, which is a special shirt because it celebrates the anniversary. I think it was a 50-year anniversary of the new camp, and it was only £8, and it was in very good nick. And Burgoyne reckons it was a player issued T-shirt, so I might have to put that on for sale. I haven't sold it yet, Burgoyne. I haven't put it up online yet. I need to quickly check how much it might be worth. But yeah, great find. But the biggest find, the best find we found yesterday was a Manchester United chess set. Now, I heard of this chess set because I saw it on eBay either early this year or last year. Just as I speak, Cameron Norrie has just won that serve game, so he now leads 4-2 with Schwartz to serve next, which you feel if Schwartz cannot hold his serve here, then this match is going in one direction in set 2, which could be the final set if Schwartz doesn't change his approach to this match. But yeah, we found a Manchester United chess set, which I saw online in the past. I was tempted to get it at that time, but I didn't, and I'm sure I saw it for 30 quid. So the Manchester United chess set has one half of it is the Man United 99 winning squad from the Champions League against the Man United team that won the 1968 Champions League, and it was a fantastic chess set. I must admit, I was quite hesitant because it's in a big box and I have a very small bedroom, and I thought, do I really have any room to put this anywhere? But Jamie Burgoyne, in all fairness to him, he convinced me to buy it because it was only £1.50, and luckily, when I opened it up, when I got back from Shrewsbury, all the pieces were there, even spares for King and Queen. And so, yeah, I'm very happy I got it now, and I don't have any regrets. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it, folks, you Google it, the Manchester United chess set. It is great, and I may sell that online soon, especially on Depop, which is the shirt pulling shop. So, yeah, check it out. So all I'd say is, folks, if you have any local charity shops that you don't go and visit, do it. You just never know what you might find in a charity shop at a ridiculous price. Anyway, Schwartzman at least taking a bit of control in his serve game here, which is no doubt a very important game for him if he wants to stay in this tournament. Leading 30-love as he makes his second serve now. Or he hits the net as he tried to play on the opposite side of where Norrie was positioned when he returned the serve. Kirsty Stanton getting in touch saying, yo, who's winning? So if you can see the scoreboard below me, it is Cameron Norrie. Best of 3 sets, and he's just 2 games away. Thrash Schwartzman in the opening set, 6-love. Yep, you read that correctly, 6-love against a player who's supposed to be 11 places ahead of him in this tournament seedings. Rayan Deary says D with a capital D. Hello Rayan, hope you're well. Let's actually look at the live poll. So we've got 38 of you that have voted now, and Cameron Norrie is the favourite from our poll to go on win this match at 53%, while Schwartzman is on 47%. Here we go then, 30 all at the moment. Schwartz struggling in his serve game. Oh, Norrie weak forehand there as he hits the net. 40-30. So it's back. It's now at deuce. Norrie getting a point back there. So it's advantage Norrie here. Break point. Big forehand there by Schwartzman. Norrie picks it up comfortably though. And Schwartzman has hit it wide. And Norrie leads the second set 5-2. And he's about to serve for the match then. Schwartz, despite his early efforts in this second set and getting himself back in the match, you could say, he's starting to lose it again like he did in the opening set. So Cameron Norrie, 1 game away from a Masters semi-final here at the tournament. And I think he does play either Dimitrov or Herbeck if he wins and whoever wins out of that match. I think that's how it works. I might be wrong, but I think the semis are tomorrow or Saturday. I'm not sure. Either way, the final's on Sunday. But yes, a win like this helps his ranking points in that late bid to try and make the top 8 of the ATP finals, which take place in about, let me just double check the dates, but it's normally in mid-November. Let's have a look. ATP Finals 2021. And it's, so the ATP Finals this year are 14th of November to the 21st of November. Bit of a random moment there from Diego Schwartzman. He just leaning himself towards the back wall of his side of the court, sitting in the shade. Looks like there's a few Bulgarians in the stands getting ready for the next match, which involves their man Grigor Dimitrov. But meanwhile, they've got to wait for this match to end, and it is Cameron Norrie who is serving for the match as he makes the serve. Hit from the backhand of Schwartzman. Oh, not a bad forehand placement there from Schwartzman. Oh, has he hit that wide? He has. And even the line, sorry, not the line judge, they don't exist. The chair umpire points like that and mentions as well that he saw it go out. Yep, very well wide. That was Schwartzman's point, that, and he lost it. 15-love to Norrie. Down the middle this time. Too powerful for Schwartzman. He got to it, but his return of service went long. 30-love for Norrie, 2 points away. Oh, and I thought he aced it then, Cameron, but he didn't. He has to take the second serve. 30-love. Backhand there from Schwartzman. It's well dealt with by Norrie though. Norrie's energy in this match has been great to watch. Good ball tracking. It's been another good rally though. Oh, Schwartzman, he's placed it well. Slices it. Norrie should get there and place it down the middle. He does with his forehand. And he now leads 40-love. And we've got our first match point of the game. Schwartzman, it's just not been his day at all. He had moments, but really we're seeing a very comfortable win from Cameron Norrie today. 3 match points then for the Brit. And the semi-final at a Masters, I might be wrong, but I think this will be his first ever appearance. And it's a great, great serve by Norrie. Schwartzman gets the return, but he's hit it wide. And it's delight for Cameron Norrie. He heads to a Masters semi-final. He stays in the tournament for another day, but for Diego Schwartzman, nowhere to hide for him. It doesn't look good when you look to this match now. 10 places behind in the rankings, and he gets absolutely thrashed. Loses the opening set 6-love, and then despite his early efforts in the second set, he just couldn't hold on to it whatsoever. Despite breaking Cameron Norrie's serve, he has lost the second set and the match 6-2, and the match ended after 1 hour and 14 minutes. And straight away Cameron Norrie will put his rackets in the bag, pack himself up, and just pretty much focus on the next round, who will either be Dimitrov. Well, with the fans who are in the stadium, there's a lot of Bulgarian fans in there wearing the colours of the Bulgarian flag on their t-shirts, on their caps and stuff. So they'll be hoping there'll be a bit more of a match than that, because that was quite one-sided at the end on the first match of the day on court 1, the main court of the Indian Wells tournament. Anyway, before we go, let's read more of your messages. I'm going to end the poll there, and the poll was correct today in terms of the majority vote, as the majority went towards Cameron Norrie at the end. We've also got it looks like we've got Jordan again in touch. Hello, Jordan. He's actually a colleague of mine at work, so hope you're well, Jordan. He's from Bulgaria, so he'll be hoping for a Grigor Dimitrov win to join Norrie in the semi-finals. He says, come on Norrie, bring Dimitrov's game earlier. Well, he has. The match has finished now, so Dimitrov will probably be on in about 10 minutes or so. But we will be ending our stream here. But anyway, before we go, thanks very much for watching our Let's Talk Sport watch along tonight of Cameron Norrie versus Diego Schwartzman. It is Cameron Norrie who heads to the semi-finals to keep the British flag flying in tennis this week here in the United States. But before you go, if you haven't yet, folks, if you want to support the channel, click that subscribe button below and give us a like as well to this stream. We'd really appreciate your support. If you're new to the channel as well, we do other sport watch-alongs with football, tennis, snooker, rugby, F1, MotoGP, you name it. And of course, next weekend, it is the ICC T20 World Cup that we'll start doing our watch-alongs on. Next Saturday will be England versus West Indies, followed by India versus Pakistan on the Sunday. So 2 very good matches to look forward to in what is the very early stages of this World Cup. Anyway, my thanks to you lot for watching, and well done to Cameron Norrie. We'll see you soon. Thank you and good night.